Instant gratification is the activities that we take part in on a daily basis to make ourselves feel good in the moment, but ultimately don't give us any benefit at all in the long run. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing exactly why you should be trying to decrease your instant gratification activities dramatically and some simple and easy steps that you can follow to actually do it. So first of all, why should you actually decrease your amount of instant gratification that you're receiving? So let's first talk about what instant gratification activities are. So pretty much instant gratification activities would include things like smoking or vaping, watching TV, scrolling on social media, binge eating junk food, and so on. So there's a lot of activities that fall under instant gratification that a lot of us are doing on a daily basis. And all of these activities are going to decrease your quality of life. You're not getting out there into the real world, and instead you're escaping it. They are also making you mentally weak because you're not doing anything to receive that dopamine. When you do those instant gratification tasks, you're receiving dopamine from your brain's hormone system. And this dopamine is a feel-good hormone that makes you feel good in the moment, but ultimately doesn't give you any benefit at all. Whereas the good dopamine that you want to be doing, it comes after those tasks that require effort and hard work. And that is when you feel that a sense of accomplishment and achievement. And finally, these instant gratification tasks are leading you to live an average life. If you want to stand out from the rest, if you want to actually achieve new goals and pursue your passion in your life, you need to stop doing your instant gratification tasks on a daily basis. So, how do we eliminate these instant gratification activities? Number one, identify what your instant gratification weak points are. What are you doing on a daily basis to make yourself feel good in one moment, but then ultimately not giving you any benefit in the long run? Are you scrolling on TikTok and Instagram? Are you playing video games? Are you smoking or vaping? Are you binge eating junk food? I can't tell you exactly what you are doing because I can't see your life. But you have to identify what you are doing and what that habit is for you. I want you to also ask yourself why you are actually doing those tasks. Is it to escape reality, fit into a certain social group, or entertain yourself? What is it that makes you do those things? Then number two is to balance out those instant gratification tasks with healthy habits. So balance is important to create in our lives, not only so that we can enjoy it, but also live it to the fullest, so that we are constantly improving ourselves and actually enjoying what we have built as a person. So how do you create balance in your life? You need to be making conscious decisions every day to do that habit or to not do that habit. You need to take back control of your life and not let that dopamine control you. And do this gradually over time so that you don't just go back to your old habits after a week of doing it. You need to do this gradually and implement it slowly into your daily routine so that you can actually do it for a long period of time. And number three is to keep your momentum going. So momentum is really important to create so that you can keep that streak up, and this is going to help create motivation as well. So how do you create momentum? Well, momentum is pretty much just consistency over a really long period of time. If you show up day in, day out, you're creating momentum because you're creating a streak that you're doing healthy habits for a certain amount of time. Now moving on to how you can overcome your instant gratification. You need to be consistently doing hard tasks that get yourself out of your comfort zone. Things like exercising, eating clean, sleeping well, meditating, and working on some sort of business. All of this stuff may seem a bit simplistic and useless, but the majority of people don't understand how much of an impact those instant gratification tasks are actually having on their life, and how much of an impact if you eliminate those things and implement those healthy habits I just mentioned, and how much of a drastic change that is actually going to make. And to do those harder tasks day in, day out for a long time takes discipline. It does not work when you purely rely on motivation. And to prevent yourself from stopping those healthy habits and just giving up on them because they're too hard, after a week or two, I want you to do this. I want you to make a daily plan for each day the night before and actually have a to-do list so that you can follow it strictly. I want you to make the plan so that if you follow those tasks, you're going to eventually achieve your goals. And if you wake up with zero motivation or wanting to do those instant gratification activities, I want you to go ahead and do something to take your mind off it. Have a cold shower, do some push-ups, or even just go for a walk to clear your head. I also really want you to focus on why you're actually on that path to doing those healthy habits. Why are you setting these goals? What is your why, and why do you want to get to an end result? What is your reason for wanting that end product? You need to be focusing on those habits that are actually going to be benefiting you in the future, and thinking about how your future self is going to look back on those days that you put in that hard work and thank yourself for it, instead of regretting that you didn't do it. So stop stealing happiness from tomorrow and start creating it. If you actually do those things you don't want to do today, those hard tasks that in the moment are really hard to start, but if you do complete them, then you're gonna feel a sense of accomplishment, a sense of pride and achievement, because you've actually done something productive. And then the next day, you can continue to do that and build that momentum up. And not only are these tasks gonna make you feel good in the moment because you've done something productive, they're gonna benefit you in the future. You also feel great mentally because you've overcome that mental barrier of wanting to do the easiest task possible in the moment and actually pushing that away and doing that harder task. And if you are still unsure of how to cure your instant gratification, I want you to focus on one habit and one habit only. And that is doing some sort of exercise for 30 to 45 minutes. If you have the willpower to actually do that 30 to 45 minutes of hard exercise, it will cure your need for instant gratification. Trust me, you're gonna feel much better afterwards. If you did enjoy today's video, I would greatly appreciate it if you went down and hit the subscribe button for future videos exactly like this, because I'm helping you level up your life in 2023 and in the years to come. So go down, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.